It's Ben Harvey, and for the first time ever on BPM, it is Lady Gaga.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Excellent. You're looking beautiful, as always. All in black here. I felt very ill-equipped with my wardrobe today. I was like, what do I wear?
Why? I love a flannel. I wear flannels all the time.
I was going to ask you, it's radio. Can't we pretend I'm in something a little more fabulous?
He's in a black cat suit. Has
There we
a long
go.
blonde wig on.
Thank you, Lady Gaga. So GUI, we've actually been playing this on BPM for a couple of months now.
That's great. Thank
I don't
you.
know if we were allowed, but we just jumped on it.
Of course you're allowed.
All right, good. And it's partly because you worked with our boy Zed on this. Electronic music wunderkind from Germany. What was it like working with Zed?
He's great. He's so talented, and we were on the road together. He opened for me. And this record, he actually made the track special for me. I sort of was talking to him about feeling and vibe and what I wanted to write about. And he started working on something, and then I asked him to change the bass line and the verse to make something a little bit more funky. And then I started writing, and then we sort of came up with this dual concept GUI. And we were excited to create a pop song that had two meanings. It's something I've been doing since the beginning of my career, and we liked the idea of making something that was about sort of reverse new feminism, that it's cool to let a guy be in control as long as you're a cunning and powerful female.
Yeah. And the video just came out on Saturday. And speaking of double meanings or triple meanings or quadruple meanings, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, especially with the Real Housewives in there. Tell me, I know you're a big fan. I've seen you on Watch What Happens Live, but knowing you, Lady Gaga, having the Housewives in there represents something a little bit larger.
Well, I'd really like for everyone to sort of interpret that for themselves. And the video is definitely something you'll want to watch a few times. But the video was such a pleasant experience with the girls. They were so sweet and actually really professional and fun to work with. And there's a lot of different archetypes in the video, and it's kind of interesting to see how they all interplay. And what I will say is that in the moment that you first see them, I'm, being dunked into the water, and it's meant to, snap me back into reality with some reality television. And when you see it, for whatever reason, the image is so striking and strange. And yet we see it all the time, and it's so normal. So I was excited to create that sort of feeling of bemusement and how I really feel when I'm experiencing pop culture. So that's really sort of just, looking through my brain.
Yeah. If you were to be on Real Housewives, what would your intro line be in the opening credits?
I believe I said something like, they say I'm a woman, but underneath I'm all man.
Which fits for GUI.
It does,
right?
Yes.
Well, let's talk about Art Rave. Big news. The Art Pop Ball World Tour. It kicks off in Fort Lauderdale, May 4th. And I hear it's selling out like crazy. So you guys just added a bunch of new shows?
Yes. It's been really, really overwhelming and wonderful. And I'm just really grateful to the fans. They always show up, and they're always so excited. And this is a really, really fun album. It has a lot of rage in it and a lot of more experimental beats. And I played with, pop music song structure and lyrics. So I'm excited to put the show together with, my hits from the past and create something brand new, a new fantasy for them to be part of for just one night only.
Yeah, and with the word rave, you're preaching to the choir for our audience.
Yeah.
So back to fashion, I wanted to ask you, what would be appropriate for this? Because, going to Ultra Music Fest and Electric Daisy Carnival, there's some pretty out there fashions. Let's go over a few. The bro tank. Is that appropriate for the art rave?
You know what? I would say that anything that you want to wear is appropriate. I want all my fans to always feel their best when they come to the show, so they should just be themselves. But I've been rocking some dreadlocks and platform tivas with some some light up accoutrements. So we've been kind of playing with like hippie raver meets high fashion and Japanese streetwear, and we've been having fun doing that. So that could be a fun choice for you. Or any of the things that we've been doing for the past 9 months. But most importantly, I like my fans to surprise me and just be who they are.
We see a lot of ballerina tutus at these festivals.
Yeah, sure.
The fuzzies. Can people wear the fuzzy suits?
Fuzzies are great. We call them, my fans call them princess highs. So, tutus with pasties and crowns. I just want everyone to have the time of their life, as fun as possible.
All right, so you can get tickets for Art Rave at ladygaga.com. Also, there's an upcoming sold-out 7-night residency at Roseanne Ballroom here in New York City. And this is huge because these are the final shows at Roseanne Ballroom, which has been around for, almost 60 years?
I think? It's such a landmark New York venue, and so much history is there. So we've injected a lot of nostalgia into the show, and I'm hoping for everyone to have a real New York night when they come.
And the poster for it is really cool. Tell us about that. So the photo of you is from back in the day.
Yes, the photo was taken by a stranger on the street 6 years ago before anyone knew who I was. And he just said, "Hey, can I take your picture?" And while he was flashing the photo, he said, "Who are you?" And I said, "I'm Lady Gaga. I'm a singer-songwriter from New York, and you're going to know me one day." So it was kind of a special moment when we found it. I discovered it on the internet, and the photographer had said, "Oh my goodness, I took a picture of this girl and I was going through my film and I found it, and it's Lady Gaga when she was young." So we just thought it would be kind of in the spirit of that same nostalgia of, Roseland closing down, kind of just to celebrate that I am a singer-songwriter that came up playing venues in New York City. I've played hundreds and hundreds of venues in New York, and I never got to play Roseland because it was too big. I couldn't fill it. And when I got signed, I started traveling the world to play more smaller venues around the world, and then my career took off and I started to play arenas and stadiums.
Right.
So to come back now and to close out Roseland is sort of an unfulfilled dream come true for me.
When you look at that photo, there's sort of this innocence in your eyes. Do you see that, or does it seem like the same person that you are today?
I'm definitely the same person. It's kind of scary sometimes how much I haven't changed. You'd think I would have grown up a little bit since then, but I see sort of an innocence in that I had no idea what was about to happen.
Yeah.
And I didn't care, actually. And I think that's the beauty of that photo, is that whether or not I became really famous or not, I was always me. And I wasn't changed by a label or changed by, anyone in particular. No one molded me into the person that I am today. It was something that I self-invented as a young artist living in New York. And I love that it was captured in this sort of real way. It looks like an old Amy Arbus photo or something.
All right. Lady Gaga, for the first time on BPM, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
I hope it's first of many.
Yes.
Let's play GUI right now.